Hey guys, after our meeting the other day, I wanted to kind of come on and explain the Schoology group that I created and I think how it could work for us as a collective unit and a collective school. So this group obviously is just dedicated to college resources, and there are some ways that I think we can use this to our even greater benefit. So just to show you around, you can see here 75 kids have already joined, and you all can post different updates here in the box. You can see Elizabeth's already done that with some virtual college tours and things. That's great. That kind of timely information of things that are coming up can go in the updates, and you can also add it as an event. Now the beauty of doing that is that it shows up on the kids' calendars. When you go to your home page in Schoology, I'll show you mine. Some of the upcoming stuff will then pop up on their homepage, which is great. So they don't even have to go to the college resources group to see this information. If we add it as an event in the group, it populates to their calendar. So you can see here the different formative and summative assignments I had for one of my classes this week. It will pop up in this same place for them. So they can see, along with all of their other academic work, these kind of college reminders. They can choose to see just, single calendars and groups, but if it's in the all calendars function, and this is something that I've shown my students, they can see everything that they need to do for that day. So that is done by adding events as events to the calendar. And like we said in the meeting, everybody can add this stuff. Anybody can add this stuff. That's the beauty of everybody being an admin, to add all these different events. So I want to quickly also show you the resources tab, which I would love for everyone to get involved in. Now my first thought with this was, oh, I can have an Avid folder, an Escalera folder, a Cambridge folder, but that really defeats the purpose of this inclusive environment for all of our groups. I've so far categorized the resources by pre-college programs. I tried to do it in a timeline, so things they would do junior year, how to make a college list, different admissions questions, and then financial aid. If we all share these folders, when students click on financial aid and scholarships, along with just general information about the FAFSA and this big scholarship document that I have and created with my Gear Up coordinator at Antioch, shout out to Gear Up, along with the resources that I place on here, you guys can put stuff on here, which is great because then we have resources available to every kid that fits, like we've talked about, every kind of ability level. Every kind of language and access point, because Jen and I in our Cambridge advising have first generation students. We have undocumented students. So Melissa's resources and Oasis's resources apply to our kids too. And even just having them all housed here allows kids to self-select based on their need and helps bridge the gap between all of our services, because some of the benefit is just showing the kids, different websites and resources and things so they can show themselves and in turn be served by all of us. And then we just divide the counseling and the advising to their particular, overarching way that we've separated them in the building. So they get everybody's resources, but just really targeted one-on-one counseling, which is great. So these are the resources. A new folder that Jen and I are in the process of making is the college essay. Obviously, we all talked about that at our meeting. So in the coming days and weeks, if you guys could add to these folders, I think that would be awesome. Add to the events page, add to the calendar page, and that way we can reach all our kids.